Leicester's black music and art station, Radio 2 Funky.
I miss you from the time you went away. Baby, I love never felt this type of way. Hey, yeah. When you give me that wine, piece about the way you got, know your fire, baby. When you talk about divine, yeah, only you got the thing I desire, baby. But look how you love it, come back again. Make me feel some type of way. Sending a message straight to me brain. Sing like the Bamba day. And anytime you come around, I'll be the one to give you love. You know I must come back. All I want you say, come, wine, give me banga, 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 banga. Baby girl, I love how you thunder, 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 thunder. Hey, me and you alone, I go banga, 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 banga. So come, wine, give me thunder, 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 thunder. Hey, yo, say give me. Give me all your love tonight. Yeah, give me. Girl, you got that thing that's so divine. Me and you go banga here tonight. We are go banga here tonight. Yeah, been a long time since you come my way. Used to hold a vibe every night and day. Summer love wine anytime for the play. Put it in drive so you want manage it. Baby, when you see me, tell me that you need it. Now we don't have no time to waste. Yeah, I go give you right away. Hey, yeah, but look how you love it, come back again. Make me feel some type of way. Sending a message straight to me brain. Sing like the Bamba day. And anytime you come around, I'll be the one to give you love. You know I must come back. All I want you say, come, wine, give me banga, 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 banga. Baby girl, I love how you thunder, 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 thunder. Hey, me and you alone, I go banga, 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 banga. So come, wine, give me thunder, 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 thunder. Hey, yo, say give me. Give me all your love tonight. Yeah, hey, you got that thing that's so divine. Oh Lord, me and you go banga here tonight. We are go banga here tonight. Yeah, yeah. We are go banga here tonight.
Radio 2 Funky.
News. Welcome to Radio 2 Funky Newsbeat, your source for the latest headlines. A 5-year-old child had gone missing from a Leicester infant school. The 5-year-old had managed to leave without any member of staff noticing and walk home alone, more than 10 minutes away. The school has taken full responsibility and promises to review its pick-up procedure and is investigating what it calls a serious safeguarding incident to determine exactly what happened. A cyclist has been killed after a collision with a car on Monday. A man in his 60s was killed after colliding with a car on the slip road for Red Hill Circle travelling towards Barmont Leys. Leicestershire police are appealing for witnesses to the collision on Watermead Way to come forward. A canal route through Leicester ends up filling with so much litter it could grind to a halt. The volunteers who fish out litter are the River Soar and the Grand Union Canal are vital for keeping boats on the waterway moving, according to the Canal and Rivers Trust. The waterway runs through the heart of Leicester and a lot of rubbish ends up in the water, including many things that are harmful to fish and other wildlife. The Leicester's Grand Abbey Park bonfire and fireworks display is back on November 4th. It's the city's largest and most exciting bonfire night event. The program is suitable for all ages, featuring live entertainment, food stalls, fun fair, and a special quieter firework display for noise-sensitive and younger visitors. Leicester residents have been invited to take part in an emergency concert in response to growing knife crime. Peace in Our Streets charity performance is scheduled to take place at Box, Bronsongate on Friday the 20th of October from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. The concert aims to use music, performance and awareness-raising presentations to discourage people from carrying illegal knives and to encourage peaceful living. For the weather, expect cloudy conditions with spells of rain or showers. Winds will be strengthening and there will be further spells of heavy rain towards the end of the week. Temperatures are getting lower in the morning but still mild throughout the day. This has been Sandro for Radio 2 Funky Newsbeat.
Radio 2 Funky
News.
Are you a small business looking to get your message heard? Why not advertise with us? We have a range of ideas that can help grow your business, cut through the social media noise, and talk directly to your audience. Contact info@radio2funky.co.uk or call us on 011 62 55 9837. Don't believe radio works? You're listening, aren't you?
Mahmood Reza.
Folks, welcome back here to the Arts Business Show. It's just 10:33 coming up here. Didn't we have two wonderful tracks before? We had I Love to Love Tina Charles and Cass Binge. Now, hopefully, if her diary accommodates it, we got a wonderful guest, Tara Monroe, creative director from Opal 22. She's got an exhibition going on. It's all hands to the deck for her organisation herself. So hopefully she might be able to squeeze some time to pop into the studio. So we're expecting her to come in. But we also know that that diary is always difficult to unravel and manage here. So she may turn up for a wonderful interview. Opal 22, creative director. So we shall see if for any reason. I'm going to still talk about this beautiful project she's curated, taken a charge on. It's called the Castor Paintings. When I was doing some research on it on the background here, it's fascinating in terms of the exhibition, and that's still going on until about early December. I'll give you some more details about that in a few moments. But for now, let's listen to Lil Wayne, Cat Food.
I'm daydreaming, I'm leaning, I'm slow walking, I'm floating, Houdini, she screaming for more, she fiending. I just turn her daydreams to wet dreams. No bikini, ooh, no bikini, ooh, no demeanor. I just put it all up in her face. Whoa, not see my bad, all up on my case. No subpoena, hanging out the castle. Ooh, Serena, ooh, Serena, ooh, Serena. Cat hanging out that castle. Ooh, Serena, ooh, I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh, Purina, ooh, Purina is wet. Katrina hanging out that castle. Ooh, that cheetah. Ooh, I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh, Purina. My 40 jealous, green goblin, she red robin, we look like watermelon. Last gave me stink eye, I let the partner smell them. Everybody screaming, thank God. I tell them all you're welcome. We be popping for breakfast, so say good morning, Malcolm. Money need a home in my pockets, look like a homeless shelter. She anxious, she obsessive over them fragments. Undress her and then I spank her. Got devils posing as angels, got bitches everywhere, insects spraying at them like Windex. I eat her like a shark and I still ain't learned how to swim yet. I still ain't a friend yet. Once I do, I'm a dipset. Put a red bull on that bag and send her back to him. Gift wrap, they not a day dreaming. I'm leaning, I'm slow walking, I'm floating, Houdini. She screaming for more, she fiending. I just turn her daydreams to wet dreams. No bikini, ooh, no bikini, ooh, no demeanor. I just put it all up in her face. Whoa, like see my bad, all up on my case. No subpoena, hanging out the castle. Ooh, Serena, ooh, Serena, ooh, Serena, hanging out that castle. Ooh, Serena, ooh, I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh, Purina, ooh, Purina is wet. Katrina, hanging out that castle. Ooh, that cheetah, ooh, I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh, Purina. I'm walking around my house with jewelry on, diamonds in my mouth, I the out and I hope they glowing. She said she a eater, I'ma feed her like I cooked before. APB, yeah, I'm looking for him. Look good as autumn, walking around my house with flowers on. Cup in her mouth, can't pull it out, it's like a power car. She said she a eater and she treat it like a power lunch. La 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 la, her mouth feel like she got 1,000 tongues. The way she bad, got friends, they dance, hands on your knees, bust it down. Let me see that, jump for me, up and down, jump around, wait, pop that shit, that I pop a and take. I cop a Birkin, 80 grand, like Lord have mercy, praying hands, Gabbana, that's her favorite brand, Nirvana, that's her favorite band, Gelato, that's my favorite strain, I break it down, I Lego land, and I'm daydreaming, I'm leaning, I'm slow walking, I'm floating. Houdini, she screaming for more. She fiending. I just turn her daydreams to wet dreams. No bikini, ooh no, bikini, ooh no. Demeanor, I just put it all up in her face. Whoa, not see my bad, all up on my case. No subpoena, hanging out the cat suit. Ooh, Serena, ooh Serena, ooh Serena, hanging out that cat suit. Ooh Serena, ooh I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh Purina, ooh Purina is wet. Katrina, hanging out that cat suit. Ooh that cheetah, ooh I eat her like hyena. Come here, girl, I got that cat food. Ooh Purina, she bad, got friends, they dance, hands on your knees, bust it down. Let me see that, jump for me, up and down, jump around. Hands on your knees, bust it down. Hands on your knees, bust it down. Let me see that, jump for me, up and down, bust it down, up and down. Hands on your knees, bust it down. Let me see that, jump for me, jump around. Let me see that, jump for me, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around. I told her hands on your knees, bust it down. Let me see that, jump for me, up and down, jump around.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter at Radio 2 Funky, or visit our website radio2funky.co.uk.
Riz made this one.
Right here, the magic begins. The colors bright, they light up within. You would never know what's inside. No, you would never know what I hide. You would never know. You would never know. You would never know what's inside. Can we just pause the time? Yeah. I don't wanna lose my mind. Yeah. I'm always overthinking. Yeah. I'm always overthinking. I'm always overthinking. Yeah. Can we just pause the time? Yeah. I don't wanna lose my mind. Yeah. I'm always overthinking. Oh, yeah. I'm always overthinking. I'm always overthinking. Yeah. Fight or flight, are you down for me? See, there's a few things you can learn from me. One thing that I got to know, like what would you do if I let you go? I'ma try, I'ma fight, but it's out of control. Take me there, anywhere, cause I wanna let go. Never know what's inside. No, you would never know what I hide. You would never know. You would never know. You would never know what's inside. Can we just pause the time? Yeah. I don't wanna lose my mind. Yeah. I'm always overthinking. Yeah. I'm always overthinking.
Canada, they got the bunny for the sa. And it is only on ja. You know I'm bushy like that. Happy to make you detach your cable. Melody fire, sweet past sewu. Kilo desire, I'm willing and able. So if you're ready for me, let's go. Then nothing vibrate. Tell me how much I can you take. When the rhythm of it vibrates. Tell me how much I can you take. Tell me how much I can you take of my love. Not a heart on earth can be my love. Not a heart on earth can be my love.
Welcome back, folks. What a trio, what a wonderful little trio. Like a little bit of dessert there for you. This is on the Arts Fishing Show. Here we go. Broadcasting there. A little bit of a technical hitch there. Swig of water to calm the old vocal cords down. It's 10:44 and some seconds. And what was that trio, that delightful trio of songs that we heard? Well, we had KKKX, Overthinking. We had Lil Wayne. And Lee answered. And this is 10:45 here. And after 11 o'clock, we're going to be looking at that dreaded B words for community organisations, etc. It's two B's actually. It's business models and it's budgeting. We're also going to be having a look at the Castor paintings, what else is going on in Leicester. Now, this is all taking place today, actually. Now, it's between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. It's Witches and Wizards Day at the Leicester Guildhall Museum. Now, come along and celebrate a magical day at Leicester's Haunted Hall. If you're not of a scared disposition, it'll be cool. Even if you are scared, it's going to be a good day. Make a witch's cat hat, a flying wizard, and your own book of spells. Come dressed in your own Halloween outfit and join in the magical trail around the museum. And it's only £3 payable on entry. Now, this Saturday between 9 and 11 a.m, it's the Sisters Salute to Sisterhood as part of Black History Month. Now, this is taking place at Martyrs Church, 19 West Coast Drive. I don't actually have a postcode on this one, so for those postcode fans out there, I'm sorry to say I can't share a postcode with you directly. And it's time for sharing and listening to stories from sisters from African and Caribbean backgrounds. There's a pampering corner, exclusively for girls, by the way, to appreciate each other. All girls, 7+, and women of all ages are welcome to join and celebrate your sisterhood. Loads of fun. Now, if you want to find out some more details, email Shobha, that's SHOBHA, .Gossa, GOSA, at leicestercoffee.org. Mrs. Shobha Gossa. So if you've got any questions there, check it out, drop that email and find out more. 10:46 here. So we've got a few things going on after 11 o'clock. As I said, we're going to be looking at the B word. We're looking at the history of the Castor paintings. It was always going to be problematic. Created Opal 22, that organisation of which Tara is the creative director. It was always going to be touch and go whether a diary would permit it. But we have still done some wonderful research on this here, so I'm going to share the background story. I won't do it as well as she can on the Castor paintings, and that's more of that to come in a few minutes' time. So deep breath, inhalation. Let's have a look at our playlist here. Oh, I've got a couple of good tracks here. Let's go for Lola Broke, followed by Louis.
Tipsy, won't you come over? Last lap in the city, no, I'm unsober. True, no, I see you come over. I see you over there.
I'm a bad Brooklyn brown skin, and I love a hood with some toxic. Nothing but some socks, beef and Brox in it. Have me walking all crooked in my Crocs. Now go to Raji for my baby boy. Ride it like a Kawasaki, that's his favorite toy. I'ma swipe his EBT like an Amex. Give it to him raw, no drawers, no latex. Yeah, I got him butt naked for me waiting at home. Since your 90 ain't hitting if he taking too long. Told him put my name on it, making him moan. The smell of Lola Brook, that's his favorite cologne.
I'm yours for the summer, wanna drink until we drunk, I'm choosing you, baby. Things I wanna do to you, baby, say
more intense than election day. What I expect today is good hood sex. Stop calling his phone, he catching up on rest. Loving on me is a W. At the W, where you quick seems to trouble you. I want a roughneck, that's masculine. My sex drive wild and it's immaculate. Put it in my stabbing it. A shooter that assassinate. Tongue doing magic tricks. Foot on neck, hand on funnel. Got him, before we leave that Holland tunnel.
I'm yours for the summer. Wanna drink until we drunk. I'm choosing you, baby. Things I wanna do to you, baby. And say you crazy till I gotta take a risk on you. Like, why would I lie when I'm trying to put this on you, baby? Oh, young Lola, controller, come closer, mad pretty, make me lose composure. Tipsy, won't you come over? Last lap in the city, no I'm unsober. True, no I see you, come over.
Jagaband Radio. This is for all the beautiful Jagabands, brown and bad, sitting pretty in the Louis Vuitton. This one's for you.
She's sitting pretty in the Louis Vuitton. Just want to love her, want to kiss her. Just want to tell her that she look real pretty. It's a smile, it's a vibe for me. I never seen nobody pass my pretty. If they try to chat, then I say she with me. It's a smile, it's a vibe for me. Nobody else, you my pretty kitty. So don't you run away, I want you to stay. I know where we can go, someplace far away. If you give me all, I wanna let go, nah, nah. I know of a place, I can say the name. If they come back today, they go take you away from me. Oh yeah, nah, can't let you go, nah. She's sitting pretty in a Louis Vuitton. Just want to love her, want to kiss her. Just want to tell her that she look real pretty. It's a smile, it's a vibe for me. I never seen nobody pass my pretty. If they try to chat, then I say she with me. It's a smile, it's a vibe for me. Nobody else, she my pretty kitty. Pretty kitty in a Louis Vuitton. She a pretty kitty in a Louis Vuitton. She don't fall, don't pay.
Déjà dit ne fais rien comme moi, mais fais tout ce que je te dis. Déshabille-toi quand vient le morning. S'il te plaît ne fais rien comme moi. Retiens tout ce qu'on s'est appris. Tous mes sentiments sont bien chroniques. Tu adores ma compagnie. Moi j'adore quand tu montes sur moi. J'adore ta compagnie. Sur mon corps tu as tous les droits. Baby can you smile for me? Oh baby mama could you die for me?
It's in the way my pretty kitty move. It's in the way my pretty kitty do. Never seen a
Radio 2 Funky is celebrating black music, arts and culture on Black History Month, October 2023.
Folks, welcome back here. We had two beautiful tracks there, finishing off there with Louis Viti, and we are very pleased to announce we have a special guest sitting across from me. So she's managed to rejig her diary to actually make some time and come and speak to us. I'm going to introduce you to, in fact, why do I have to introduce her? She can introduce herself. This is Tara Munro, Creative Director, Opal 22. Good morning, Tara.
Morning.
So listen, Tara, thank you very much for making time out of your diary, because I know it's all full on for you to come and speak to us. So, Tara, we're going to just have a little chat here, and we're going to talk about a wonderful project you're curating and taking charge of. So tell everyone, how did you first come across and get exposed to the world of art and creatives?
Oh, gosh, good question. 'Cause I kind of fell into it, in all honesty. I was running my own business. I was in retail. I had a children's clothes store, and I also had some clothes parties that I did. The clothes parties were really the strength of the shop. Unfortunately, I tried to expand too quickly. I didn't have the right staff in place. There's lots of different things involved, and I ended up losing it all. And I took a real hard think about what parts of that business that I really enjoyed. And it was the creative elements. It was setting up the shop. It was working out where everything was and kind of building that theme that I really enjoyed. So I attempted to get onto a university course, but at the time had no GCSEs,
okay.
no qualifications to kind of back myself up with it, but managed to really hammer away at them and get them to let me onto the course, which was design management and innovation. Did that for 3 years, came out, absolutely loved it, but then didn't know where I was going to end up. Had a couple of jobs outside of that. But the museum, our last project was on the museum. So they'd constantly ask me to come in and do youth groups and workshops and things like that with them. And then I'd had a phone call from the managing director saying, we've got this job available and I think it's got your name on it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not sure, but I knew I didn't really like where I was at the time. And he said, yeah, but you've got to do your masters at the same time. And I was like, oh no, I'm not an academic, that kind of side of things. I enjoyed it for the time, but going back into it, because it does stop your life for a while and you have to
it's a big responsibility to take on.
Exactly. But I ended up doing it. I ended up loving it. And the rest is history, to be honest.
So that's fantastic. That's a difficult thing for anyone to deal with in terms of the loss of a business. That's a combination, I would imagine, quite emotional as well as quite devastating. So there's a strong bit of resilience there I'm seeing coming through from thinking, despite all that setback, I'm going to do something more positive with that. So in terms of, if we go back even further, did you have any sort of much exposure to the arts world when you were growing up?
Well, I loved going to museums. My granddad was a real museum head and he loved taking us to museums. So that was something like a Sunday afternoon. We'd go for a long walk and then maybe go to a museum or something like that. There would always be something of that element, kind of educational, family-orientated things that were going on. Yeah.
Oh, superb. So it's unusual, actually, because there's not many people... certainly, I think when people are growing up, museums are a great part of telling stories and all the rest of it. So when you're growing up, you think about your own initial museum experiences, for example, and what it's like now. Do you think there's much of a contrast between museums and exhibitions when you were a kid and now?
Do you know, it's hard to say because it's kind of remembering what I was looking at when I was a kid. I remember having prompts to say that's not actually true, and so there was a real knowledge that just because it was in the museum, it probably wasn't correct if it was relating to Black history or Black people in general. So I had that knowledge from very early on, and my family are all quite political and quite right on, we'll say. So there was always that knowledge of Black identity and understanding and Black pride. So join that together, and I suppose what was I getting? I remember the first one that I really remember was Newark Museum had the Trinidad Carnival Queen and King's costumes, and they had it in the foyer area. Now I would believe I was probably about 10 or 11, but that was outstanding, and my granddad, being a Trinidadian, was so proud to take us all to see that, and it was one of the, we had to go. More of that, that was a curator that got me into it, that had put that in. Nick
so that
Gordon.
little inspiration from then.
Yeah, and I'd say Nick was still an inspiration, because he went on to work in Dubai for the British Museum, and is now the managing director of Northampton Museum Services. So
excellent. Now listen, we're coming up to about 11 o'clock, but after 11 o'clock, I want to talk to you about. Well, I'm not going to give too much away. You obviously spent a lot of time in here, and I was doing some research on the show, and I read one of your articles in Art World about the Castor paintings here. Fascinating and all the rest of it. Just give people a little glimpse in a few seconds about the nature of the Castor paintings, and we're going to expand on that after 11 o'clock.
Okay, the Castor paintings that we have at Newmort Museum were developed between 1710 and 1725 by a family called the Jose's, Jean Rodriguez Jose. They are one of the first forms of racial classification to be done in pictorial form. And they have a huge relevance on the way we look at each other and the way we look at ourselves, and understanding where we're positioned in this world and society.
Perfect. And folks, listen, after 11 o'clock, it's going to be must-to listening to, not only just about the exhibition, what it represents, but also how it was first discovered by Tara, who's sitting across me. So let's get into some news, and when we come back, we've got a very difficult question to ask Tara before we get into the conversation.
Oh, no.
Black History Month on Radio 2 Funky, celebrating and exploring black music, arts and heritage in October 2023. Find out more about Black history in Leicester at blackhistorymonth.org.uk.
And Still I Rise Midlands Tour. In honor of Black History Month, 2 Funky Arts have created a powerful showcase event that will tour the Midlands this October. 12 artists have been commissioned to create groundbreaking performance pieces across music and poetry, which reflect and celebrate the vibrancy of Black history and culture. The lineup includes Data, Jaya Had a Dream, Cupid the King, Megs, The Venus Songbird, The Vibrant, LVT, Sun, Mr. Supreme, J Littles, Spen, Little J. Catch the And Still I Rise Midlands Tour Showcase at Can't Stop, Won't Stop Studios in Nottingham, Friday the 20th of October. And 2 Funky Music Cafe Leicester, Friday the 27th of October. Tickets are available via skiddle.com. More info via 2funkyarts.co.uk. Doors open at 7 p.m. at every single venue. Remember, 12 artists, 4 cities celebrating Black History Month 2023. And Still I Rise Midlands Tour. Yeah, make sure you're there. See me, my dog. Alright.
I Have the 90s Halloween Special. Saturday, 28th of October, 2023. At the 2 Funky Music Cafe, 23A, New Park Street, Leicester, LE3. Doors, 10:30 till 4 a.m. I Love the 90s, R&B, dancehall, UK garage, club classics, and Halloween anthems. DJs, Attish, Black Vinyl Magic, Glamour, KMS, and Lady Envy. Early bird tickets, £3 and £5 standard via skiddle.com or more on the door. Fancy dress, all your Halloween outfits are welcome. Best dressed goodie bags given away all night. Come and get a super night of 90s music, taking you back, playing all your favourites on the dance floor. For more information and future events, visit 2funkycomplex.co.uk. I Love the 90s Halloween Special.
Punch Record presents Jamaica Songbird, the amazing Romain Virgo live. Romain Virgo live with his band plus full support on Friday, October 27th at the 2 Funky Cafe, 23 New Park Street, Leicester. Get your tickets now from all usual outlets or available online from dice.fs. Don't miss Romain Virgo, the Love Doctor live. Friday, October 27th at the 2 Funky Cafe, New Park Street, Leicester.
Black History Month on Radio 2 Funky, celebrating and exploring black music, arts and heritage in October 2023. Find out more about Black history in Leicester at blackhistorymonth.org.uk.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
Folks, welcome back here, and we're just going to pick up that conversation with Tara. So Tara, tell us, if you don't mind, about how did you come across the paintings itself?
Well, as a trainee, I was. I spent a lot of time in the storerooms.
Yeah.
I liked going through the paintings. I enjoyed, any time they said, "Oh, we're going to go downstairs," I'd be like, "Yep." And while I was just kind of messing around and looking around stuff and moving things around, there was a collection of paintings that were just sat by the back door, and they were in quite a bad state. But me being nosy, kind of went and looked over, and when I started looking at them, I'd never seen paintings like these before. They included black people, but not in that master slave or
that traditional way that we might have seen sort of paintings.
These did look to me straight away like they were family paintings, so I was interested and asked if I could find out more about them and do some research, which I did. It took me quite a while to find out what they were, though. I'd say it was kind of 6 months to a year for me, going around to lots of different museums, sending emails to everywhere I knew to find out if they had any information on these paintings or knew anything. Nothing came up. We looked at the clothing of the individuals in the paintings. Each of them have got written text within the portraits as well to say who or the racial identity of the people in the painting. So there would be a Negro and a a Negro and a Spaniard would produce a mulatto when we were decoding. A lot of the terms that we were finding that were called, that the children were being called were animals. So a mulatto is a mule, Lobo is a wolf. So there was all these kind of little hidden things that was coming out. And then I found a book called Castor Paintings, and it had these paintings in them. So it really kind of gave me all the information that I needed from there.
So when we think about racial segregation, we always think South Africa, and we think about some modern countries, which I'm not going to name here, but this is going back quite a number of years before that itself.
This is.
What was your initial reaction when you saw this and when you were uncovering all of this?
Just really needing to know more, inquisitive, like what is it? Why is it? I had an understanding that some of the terms were still being used across some of the South American places across the country, across the world still now. And I just needed to know more. I started doing, as I found out more, I was getting curators coming over from the British Museum. I was being asked to do talks in London. There was a lot of kind of buzz around it. And that was kind of 13 years ago now. So I was finding out more, and I was realising that the connection that I felt to those paintings, other people was feeling it as well, because a lot of these, the people that were getting involved were from the black or people of colour. So it was obviously something that we needed to understand.
So that I suppose that history told through art there as well. Mm-hmm. And that, do you think that's reinforcing prejudices and stereotypes that still exist now?
100%. Yeah, we're very visual people. We understand things that we see, and our brains are like kind of recorders, that they're just recording everything that we see, whether we notice it or not. These paintings to me are the social media of their time. And what we know is from these paintings came the theories. Definitely 100% there's a direct link to Edward Long's theories, and he wrote a book called The History of Jamaica, which really did allow him to position his plantation and enslaved people into areas of what could happen, what they could have, what they couldn't. Initially, when these paintings were developed, they were part of a register that was happening in Mexico that told you where people could, depending on their racial mix, what taxes they would pay, where they could work, who they could marry. Everything about their lifestyle was developed on who they were or what they looked like.
So would it be fair to say, from what you just said, that it's like a blueprint for racism? That's probably one of the early frameworks for it?
Completely, 100%. We part of the exhibition that's running at Newark Museum, we're looking at the not so great men of science, because there's kind of two parallels on it. You've got the artwork that is showing these images, and there are so many hidden messages within those artworks that it's really making you understand, especially if you were of that time, where these people could be on the list, the hierarchy list. Now it's being done differently, but kind of more. It is still there. We still know that there is a colour bar. We still know what's happening in the world now. With these paintings, when we're looking at the scientific elements of them, we're looking at Carl Linnaeus, Darwin's. All of their theories can be linked directly to these paintings.
And they're shaped by it, I would imagine, as well.
Yeah, because a lot of those scientists at the time that were working through the Enlightenment years, as they called it, were some of them had never been to Africa. Some of them had never been to the Caribbean. Their theories were based on the information that they were receiving, and the Castor paintings was one form of information that they were receiving. They once this genre was being developed, it went on for about 100 years.
That's incredible.
And they were placed in places where they, of hierarchy, places of esteem of the time, the head offices, the churches. They're big paintings. As they went on, they started to put numbers in them. They started to put character traits of the people. The ones we have at New York Museum are very early. They're one of the first 3 ever made of this genre. First 3 collections, because they come in collections of 14 to 16. So, yeah, they hold a big relevance, because a lot of those theories that were developed by those not so great men of science are still with us. We're still living by them.
It sounds like the old subliminal images, isn't it? It just reinforces, permeates the brain and shapes our thinking, and it shapes how we view the world.
It definitely. I mean, I always go back to, and it's not clear on everybody, but there is, if you look at the people that stand up and talk about racial justice, they're normally of a paler skin. And I would argue the fact that we're allowed to shout louder. Darker skinned, you're getting shouted down straight away. If you look at people like, I'll forget her name now. Dr. She actually goes on to the ITV morning shows quite often. Dr. Shola, I cannot remember her name. Okay. But the abuse that she gets is just ridiculous. It really is, and it is. You keep your mouth shut. You're not good enough to be talking on this platform. I think it all comes down to privilege.
I think you're certainly right there. Listen, we're going to pause that. We're not cutting off the conversation. I need to ask you a difficult question here. We're going to come back to this. I want to explore this more and talk about the actual exhibition itself. We always ask our guests to choose a track, something that means something to them. Have you got anything in mind that we can play for you?
I have. Erykah Badu, Apple Tree.
Oh, superb. Now, you can stay, because we've got that track. So we're going to play Apple Tree here, folks, and then stay with us. We're going to come back and learn more about the exhibition, what it means here. We've got Tara Munro, Creative Director of Opal 22.
I like to dedicate this to all of the Creator's righteous children. I have some food in my bag for you. Not that edible food, that food you eat. No, I have some food for thought. Since knowledge is infinite, it has infinitely fell on me. It was a stormy night, the kind where the lightning strike. And I was hanging out with some of my artsy friends. Ooh, you, the night was long, the night went on. We were cooling out until the break of dawn. Incense was burning, so I'm feeling right. I picked my friends like I picked my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only a youth, I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me, cause I can't please you, and that's why I do what I do.
told me that when I was only a youth. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me cause I can't please you, and that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do-we. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you just don't want to fit down. Oh my, my, my. Oh my, my, my. Oh my, my, my. Oh my, 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 my. I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. Again, he told me that when I was only a youth. I don't walk around trying to be what I'm not. I don't waste my time trying to get what you got. I work at pleasing me cause I can't please you, and that's why I do what I do. My soul flies free like a willow tree. Do-we. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you dumb ditty. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. And if you don't want to fit down with me, you just don't want to fit down. You just don't want to be down. Oh, you just don't want to be down. You just don't want to be down. Oh, you just don't want to be down. Down.
On 95 FM, on DAB, and online at radio2funky.co.uk. Leicester's black music and arts station, Radio 2 Funky.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
Incompetent DJ here to bring you back in the room here. 11:17. What a brilliant track there. Apple Tree. Any particular relevance for that song? Does it have a particular meaning to us? It's just a great track you like.
Do you know what? It just reminds me of my youth. That was, I say youth, yeah. But yeah, it was youth because the girls were really young. My children were really young, and she was just something different. When she came out, that first album, I lived and died on it. So yeah, it just had to come from Erykah Badu to prefer, and I'm still a complete fan. I only saw her a couple of months ago, and she was amazing as usual. So yeah, absolutely love the woman.
Perfect. Now listen, you gave us a great insight and some background in terms of the paintings, the discovery. So I believe they're being exhibited now.
They are.
So tell us a bit more about that. Where are they being exhibited? How did that come to being?
Okay, so the story has been a long time coming because, as I say, I found them in about 2011, and we did the research, we found out what they were, and then my contract finished at Newark Museum.
Okay.
So I went off and did other things, but I always told them I was coming back for the paintings. And then we got to just before lockdown, and I'd kind of said, I want the paintings. I wanted to get them out. I don't think they thought I could, but I went and I spoke to the Heritage Lottery, and they said, this is amazing, this project, what I wanted to do with it. And we got the funding. So I went back to the museum and said, we've got the funding, let's go. And we have created a project. But what I wanted to do with this was, because we also got funding from the Arts Council as well, because the Arts Council funded the events around the exhibition, and the heritage was more the exhibition, or there's a couple of elements in there from the Arts Council. But basically, we wanted to unpack the story because for me, as I said, this is huge. This story around these paintings are huge. The paintings themselves are amazing because they are the first in the genre and the age of time. And they're also the first paintings ever to go into New York Museum, acquisitioned in there. So they're hugely important. But for me, the most important thing is the stories that they tell you about what they are and why they were created. So I wanted to kind of have events with lots of different people across the city. We had artists about human taxonomy coming over, experts that deal with human taxonomy and racial science. Then we did a seminar with the experts around the paintings. Then we did one with Robert Beckford into the city, talking about the journey of how black people are incorporated into paintings and understood within our visual culture. And then we had a party. And we had a culture clash outside New York Museum where we brought lots of different people from lots of different identities. We had marching bands, but they were African Caribbean youths doing a marching band. We had belly dancers, we had Bollywood dancers, we had Japanese drummers, we had sitar players. We had a reggae sound system, and the reggae sound system was there was a black guy, a white guy, and an Asian guy all together. So it just fitted
almost eclectic cultural mix there,
yeah. And then we had the exhibition, because from there we understood what the public wanted and what the public needed from this exhibition. So as I say, it couldn't just be, I knew how I felt about these paintings, but I wanted to make sure that I was on the right track and everybody was coming with me. So a lot of people could feel part of the project. We had a couple of artists come over, because we initially showed the paintings in their unrestored states because they were in a really bad state. And I wanted people to see them as I saw them. So we got a lot of information from there, but we also had 2 contemporary artists come in. And then they developed pieces that would go into the exhibition. So as I say, the exhibition, you see, I call it an exhibition within an exhibition. So we gave the paintings the priority that they needed, because we need to see those paintings.
That's that focal point of what the eyes are going to see.
And then behind it, we then decode what's in the paintings. So we've got an activity wall, like an interactive wall that decodes the paintings and what you see in there. And then we've got the side with the artwork showing how black people have been, the messaging that comes in the artworks over time through artworks. And then the understanding of what the scientists have said, the pseudoscience that make up this information about us. There's also something we call the parallel wall, which is looking at what was said about black people and black continents and what was actually happening in those places. And then we tried to take it to the modern day and bring it back to a positive and show that the whole world has been mixing for a very long time, and it just makes a really beautiful space that we live in together and homogeneously and just enjoy people around us. And there's also a documentary that goes with the exhibition that shows the journey that we've taken over the last few years to have these paintings recreated and put back in, and the messages and the people that we spoke to.
So you've got a beautiful body of work of art there. You've also got, in terms of the actual paintings, so you've got an educational piece wrapping around there, a good visual experience. Give us first of all, tell us the practical stuff. Where's it being held, and what are the dates and timings?
Well, it's on at Leicester Museum, which is on Newark, and it is there until the 4th of December.
And what is it you want the visitors to get out of the when they come in? What would make you happy if they can walk away feeling what?
Well, in all honesty, I think the feedback that we've got is better than I could have even imagined. And I see there has been white British people go in there and just kind of go, wow. We know these stories, we know, but we've never put it together in this way. We've never made those links to understand what's going on in our own heads. And then we've had black British people go in there and kind of go, yeah, thank you. Just thank you. Because it's real, it's honest, and it's factual.
And it's telling their story as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's completely... there's no recriminations within it. It's just, this is how it is. This is where it's come from, and this is what we, what we have to understand. Because my thing is all about knowledge. Knowledge is power. You have to understand what you're looking at. You have to understand what you're reading. Why did they put it in there? I went into history with a full knowledge that history was developed by the conquerors. History was developed by predominantly white males to tell you the stories that they want you to hear. This is our way of just taking control of history.
And rewriting the narrative and rewriting that.
Definitely. I mean, the exhibition byline is who controls the narrative.
I like that. Listen, Tara, this has been fascinating. We could carry on for quite a number of hours here. Unfortunately, time is going to be against us. So what I'd like to do, just repeat, obviously, where the exhibition's taking place.
Newark Museum, or Leicester Museum and Art Gallery as it's called now, and it's on until December the 4th.
That's superb. And I believe it's free entry as well, is that correct?
It's free entry, yes, and there is a school pack as well, so if you're any teachers out there and you want to go and take a group of kids, it's all there for you. Superb.
And I'm going to ask you the last tough question of the day. Give us another track that we can play out for you.
Okay, this one's Jill Scott.
Okay.
And it's just a beautiful song. I mean, that whole album, again, that first album with Jill Scott was just amazing. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful song.
I think we've got a Jill Scott track here. Would Golden suffice?
Yes.
Superb. Listen, Tara, it's been brilliant for you talking to us on the radio. So, folks, that's the exhibition goes up till December the 4th here. It's a must-see. You've got beautiful storytelling there, curation there as well. And I think there's more to come from this project than we've heard so far. So, Tara, again, thank you very much for coming across today, making space in your diary to come and talk to us. And this is Jill Scott, Golden.
Living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life
Are you a small business looking to get your message heard? Why not advertise with us? We have a range of ideas that can help grow your business, cut through the social media noise, and talk directly to your audience. Contact info at radio2funky.co.uk or call us on 011 62 55 9837. Don't believe radio works? You're listening, aren't you?
Normally, I know the true guy for waiting, no they consign me. Normally, I know they put bind for waiting, no be my practice. Oh, normally, if I see me in this ghetto, I dey mind my business. But this year, get a CB, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Standing up for you, my baby, yeah. Will you take a kiss and drive me crazy? Boy, your liquor on me, baby. Yeah. Do what you want, you can play me. See your waist, oh, baby, see your waist. Make I want bust straight. Say you know they bust your brain, oh. See your waist, oh, baby, see your waist. Me, I know they shame. Shabby now a team on their face. Ikebe susu, ikebe tonson, ikebe dudu. Ikebe kolon, ikebe budos. Shelo tono, carry one baby, I'm a tono. Ikebe susu, ikebe tonson, ikebe dudu. Ikebe kolon, ikebe budos. Shelo tono, carry one baby, I'm a tono. Me, I get down on my knees, I thank God for creating you. Yeah. I come back for that, baby, you dey pull my do. Make I use the blood tonic before I handle you. Cause I must measure up, oh, standing up for you, my baby. Yeah, will you take a kiss and drive me crazy? Boy, your liquor on me, baby. Yeah, do what you want, you can play me. See your waist, oh, baby, see your waist. Make I want bust straight. Say you know they bust your brain, oh. See your waist, oh, baby, see your waist. Me, I know they shame. Shabby now a team on their face.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
The smell of your perfume. I thought I was immune. Looking around this room, can't help but see the traces of you. This moment is surreal. I can't put into words how I feel. Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gon' love me quite like you. Can't even deny it every time I try it. One look in my eyes, you know I'm lying, lying. Body too hot, skin I'm never gonna skin. I'm never gonna love like this again. You were made for me, just for me. Said you were made for me, only for me. Think you were made for me. Oh yeah, you were made for me. It ain't every day that I get in my my feelings this way. I knew it was rare, 'cause before you I never did care. Don't know what I would do if I had to go on without you. Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gon' love me quite like you. Can't even deny it every time I try it. One look in my eyes, you know I'm lying, lying. Body too body, skin to skin. I'm never gon' love like this again. You were made for me, just for me. Said you were made for me, only for me. Think you were made for me. Oh yeah, you were made for me, made for me, made for me, made for me, just for me. Mm.
Follow us on
The Arts and
Instagram,
Business Show
Facebook, and
with
Twitter
Mahmood
at
Reza.
Radio 2 Funky, or visit our website radio2funky.co.uk.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
Welcome back, folks. Here, that was Low Waist, and followed by Made for Me, Mimi Long, 11:36. What a fascinating conversation with Tara Munro from Opal 22, creative director. So go check out the exhibition, New Walk. It goes up to the 4th of December. Entry is free, which is really good, but it's more than just the paintings. The paintings are the visual representation. It's these stories that they tell and which still resonate with us today. So again, check it out, folks. Here it's 11:37 on the Arts Business Show, which brings the world of the arts, community and creatives in touch with the community. I share the side of being a business person, predominantly inhabiting the world of the arts and creatives for quite a few decades there as well. And I'm here to bring those stories, to share some information, inform, hopefully inspire, and hopefully educate in the same process. And 11:37, following me, we have sitting in the, well, we call it reception area. I wouldn't call it a green room, it's more a white room. Here's Sandro with Rhythm Nation's going to be looking after you between 12 and 2. And then you've got Wayne McDonald, Sugar Radio, tasty music for tasty people, followed by Urban Meltdown with Brett Costello. Then coming up 6 till 8, LVT Vibes. And then you've got DJ M10 and El Hamo, Radio Funky 95 FM. And then taking us up to the witching hour, midnight, DJ KMS, the golden age of hip hop, 10 till 12. So stick around, folks, and listen to some brilliant DJs. And from now on, I'm going to try and drop that word some, and I'm just going to say listen to brilliant DJs. 11:38, let's get into another couple of tracks here. This is Matty Gray, Rap Down, followed by a surprise track coming on straight after.
Which groupie? I'm indecisive, greedy. I want the whole cake, not slices. Nights in Knightsbridge, you don't check prices. Pull up outside in that midlife crisis. Left him at the lights all lifeless. Lift off like I had nitrous. New set of tires, but I bag 5. Put a look in his face, priceless. On the strip, swerving a cyclist. Spitting 2 words to this bird from Cyprus. Stopped off at the off license. Just off license. Made a fortune and still no ice. And collecting checks and connecting flights. I despise always broke, giving financial advice. I don't need your tips, I'm nice. Yeah, I just bought a wife new, they look nice. Saw the receipt, I said yikes. Who you know you buy cheap, you buy twice. Gas pedal
stuck to my slider. Sliding about in that spider. Matt Gray rap, yeah, Matt Gray rap, like I'm riding around in a primer. Take a top off like Silo. Didn't bank on the rank outside her. Matt Gray rap, yeah, Matt Gray rap, like I'm riding around in a primer.
Drop in the glass has gone too fast. Now lean on the gas, cause nothing can last. No, nothing can last.
Gas pedal stuck to my slider. Sliding about in that spider. Matt Gray rap, yeah, Matt Gray rap, like I'm riding around in a primer. Take a top off like Silo. Didn't bank on the rank outside her. Matt Gray rap, yeah, Matt Gray rap, like I'm riding around in a primer.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
I put your picture on my mirror. Start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. It's the reason why. You're always on my mind. When you come around like it's shy. When I see you, when I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by. So I gotta be right on time. When I see you, when I see you, I scribble X and O's in my notebook, checking how my hair and my nails look. I feel myself in the zone. I get nervous when you call, so I say I'm not home. I see your face and I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? You're the number one topic on the phone. I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah. I lay my head on my pillow. You got me staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. What's the reason why? Yeah, 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 yeah. You're always hey, sexy boy. You're sexy boy. Hey, baby. Never know when you might walk by. I don't never know. Baby, when something now is taking over
Get in touch with us at Radio 2 Funky via WhatsApp or text service on 0755 44 18030.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
11:45, folks, here, and that was Fantasia When I See You. 15 minutes to go, and we have waiting in there, looking very relaxed. Sandra, I'm going to wave at him, and maybe my people can speak to his people, and he can come over in a few minutes to tell us what's going on in his brilliant show at 12 o'clock. We've got 15 minutes to go, folks. So we had a great conversation with Tara Monroe earlier on there. So I'd urge you go and check out the exhibition, the Castor paintings there. It's more than just the artwork. It's about the stories that it tells and the resonance that it still has with us today. And we see that reflected in many different ways there. So go down, check it out. It's a free exhibition. Coming on later on this month, this year, we have the half-term railway day at Abbey Pumping Station, Tuesday the 24th of October. So enjoy the half-term holidays with a picnic at the Abbey Pumping Station. Yeah, the sun's coming out actually, so it might be picnicky weather. Museum and railway ride. Rides cost 50p cash only to be paid at the train. Advance booking is not required. Press start pedestrian starting 24th of October, running up until the 12th of December, the 23rd, between 6 and 8 p.m. Now, if you're a musician, producer, MC, aged 16 to 25, Pedestrian are holding free music sessions to take your music to a whole new level. You're going to get to work with professional musicians, music producers to gain new skills. There's going to be free refreshments, and special educational needs and additional needs are welcome. The project's going to take place every Tuesday, starting from the 23rd of October until the 12th of December. Sign up at www.pedestrian.info/apply. Got to be worth checking out, folks, isn't it? Shall I give you one more little taster? We'll have some music, come back, do the last couple of bulletin boards here, round up, and get ready for the 12 o'clock show to start. Still I Rise Tour, 2 Funky Music Cafe, Leicester, Friday the 27th of October, between 7 and 10 p.m. Now, the Leicester-based Black Arts music organisation 2 Funky Arts is working with a selection of 12 artists from Black, African and Caribbean ethnicities as part of their And Still I Rise project for Black History Month. Each artist has been commissioned to create groundbreaking performance pieces across music, poetry and dance which reflect and celebrate the vibrancy of Black history and culture, which is what we want on
Black History Month on Radio 2 Funky, celebrating and exploring Black music, arts and heritage in October 2023. Find out more about Black History Month in Leicester at blackhistorymonth.org.uk.
This is Radio 2 Funky.
The Arts and Business Show with Mahmood Reza.
And it's not just Radio 2 Funky, this is the Arts Business Show 11:51 and some loose change. And across the deck from me is the wonderfully talented Sandro, who is going to tell us what's going on with his show at 12 o'clock.
So, on my show today, I'm going to be celebrating British Black history and told stories. And on today, we're doing activism, community leaders, and change makers.
Ooh.
Just to kind of give you some names, I've got Baroness Doreen Lawrence. I've got Olive Morris and Darcus Home. So that's a few people. And I've also got, joining me about 1 o'clock, I've got this gentleman called Tom Crump, who's going to be talking about Got Enough Books and the Night Market. This is happening at the end of the month.
Superb. I even remember Darcus Howe from those days. He used to be on TV a little bit more and all the rest of it. So we're looking forward to that show. So, folks, make sure you're still listening at 12 o'clock onwards here. You've got some great delights coming up there. Sandro, thank you very much for letting us know. You can go back into the green room and eat your minstrels, separated out M&Ms and all the rest of it, getting ready for midday. So, folks, I'm going to be looking after you for the last few minutes of the show. I know it's all very sad. I know that Kleenex is coming out, so wipe away those tears. But stick with us, be strong, and all the rest of it. Now, on the 27th of October at 7 p.m, Romain Virgo live at 2 Funky Music Cafe, New Park Street. Let's be phonetic here. Lima Echo 3, 5 November Hotel for you phonetic people out there. Now, they're going to be returning to the UK for a full tour in October 23. The reggae lyrical star returns to the UK with his sonic style of live reggae, lovers rock, complete with a full band. Showcasing hits such as Soul Provider, Stronger and Good Woman. It promises to be a night not to be missed. It's 16 plus and the tickets available from dice.fm. And I'm going to read out, let's read out the last couple, shall we? And then we can have a wrap up on the show and with some music to accompany us up till midday. Children's Halloween Disco at Thorpe Astley Community Centre, 29th of October. There's going to be 2 disco time slots between 1:30 and 3:30, and then the second disco slot 5 till 7 p.m. Age restricted event for 4 to 11 year olds. Children must be accompanied by an adult, by the way, and everyone attending must have a ticket for entry. This includes adults accompanying children, and attending a ticket for entry is in block capitals, so that's important. No free entry for under 4s. The event is for 4 to 11 year olds, and all must have a ticket to gain entry into the event. And tickets very reasonably priced at £4. Available from Braunson Civic Centre, or call 0116 289 0045 to purchase it over the phone. And hey, why not? Let's complete the whole set. Let's do these last couple of bulletins. Leicester Comic Con and Toy Fair at De Montfort University, 29th of October. Go and have yourself a super family fun day at the Leicester Comic Con and Toy Fair. Lots to do and see, including movie cars, retro gaming zone, whatever that means, costume contest, card gaming, lots of merchandise and more. There really is something for everyone, so go down and have a super fun day. Tickets start from £5. Information, contact www.strikingevents.com. And finally, that wonderful icon in Leicester, Hurdle White, Appreciation Evening at the Highfields Rangers Sports and Social Club, Gleneagles Avenue, LE4 7YJ. Saturday, 18th of November. You've got time to put it in your diary, 6 to 11:30 p.m. And after 50 years service, BBC Radio Leicester's Hurdle White has retired from his weekly radio show. And I've caught that show a few times. It's a good show. In honour of this, the community would like to show its gratitude with a celebratory appreciation evening. And I would imagine Hurdle White knows he's going to be turning up to that event as well. So it's going to be something to enjoy. So, folks, have a super wonderful week ahead. I'm going to leave you with a couple of tracks here. This is Own It. And you're going to get a few seconds of Vossi Pop, followed by the wonderful Sandro, who's going to look after you after midday. The Castor Paintings Project, the exhibition goes on until the 4th of December. Make sure you check it out. It's more than just art. Thank you very much for your company today. I've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Let me know what you think. Until then...